Hello, I'm Matt Guff from House.com, and this is a 2019 Burton Genesis X EST snowboard binding designed for all-mountain use for intermediate to advanced level riders that want something that's responsive but comfortable at the same time. This is a very kind of high-end tech piece that Burton offers for bindings. It's an EST style chassis system. The mounting hardware is on the lateral and medial side. There's no mounting hardware directly underneath your foot. And that allows for the binding to flex more naturally with the contours of the snow that you're on, and doesn't give your board any dead spots. But keep in mind the EST option is only compatible with boards that feature the channel system like these Burtons behind me. There is a reflex option that can be mounted on 2x4 and 4x4 mounting patterns. That's just called the Genesis X Reflex. But this one, this binding overall is stiff. It has a 28% carbon fiber nylon upper and lower zone in the chassis. There's actually a dual componentry to it and a living hinge that allows the board to have a nice little rebound to it when you like flex it out towards the nose and the tail. And then there's that double kind of high back looking thing. This is a kickback hammock that has a little bit of suspension, and it allows your boot to kind of roll inside this very stiff 30% short glass nylon composite high back. This thing is actually very rigid. It's ultra wide and seems to be a little bit higher than most other bindings within the line, but still has really nice contours and shapes. And Burton did a great job with the Genesis X high back because it's rigid, but that kickback hammock actually makes it quite a bit more comfortable than most other high backs of similar kind of flex. Then there's the straps. These are both mold injected. There's no external waste from the manufacturing process. The ankle strap is a classic hammock strap. It has a harder kind of feel than what I found in the Hammock 2.0 that you find in the regular, I believe the regular Genesis and a couple of the other bindings, but this one seems to be a little bit stiffer, almost more similar to what you'll find in the Hammock 2.0 in the Cartel. There's basically two pieces to it. The section that's kind of like padding that's closest to your boot, 3D formed, of course. It relieves any pressure points that you may have, and then an X-cross kind of external style spine that's much more rigid. Then there's the toe strap. This is upgraded for 2019. It's called Super Grip 2.0. Last year there was a very short-lived Super Grip. This is kind of like a nylon style perimeter. Has a little bit of urethane style material that helps grip on any boot or boot style material, which is good. And both bindings, or both straps, feature the double take buckles. This was introduced, I don't know, like 6-7 years ago, and it's a great little concept that reduces the wear that the teeth have on the ladder, because the medial and lateral side of the ladder actually has teeth. The helical side on the outside actually allows for the buckle to be like ratcheted down to tighten it. On the internal side, there's perpendicular teeth that keep it locked in with just one click. This is a great kind of high functioning piece from Burton that still has a lot of adjustability. You can rotate the high backs to become parallel to your heel side edge. There's a micro forward lean adjustment. You can adjust the straps to be centered down the middle of your boots. There's a lot of adjustments, not really anything you don't need. And kind of like diving in lastly though is something that's wild. This is kind of out of this world that is found on the Genesis X. It's called the spring bed. You'll notice that this bed actually is kind of raised off of what would be the board, and that allows for a little bit of spring. This is kind of like a fiberglass style base, so it flexes. It kind of gives you a little bit of response back, and then it also has a perimeter of EVA padding just for a little bit of shock absorption. So surprisingly enough, the Genesis X is a very reactive style binding that doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's actually quite nice on your foot. Make sure to check this thing out at house.com by leaving a comment or a question. Let me know what you think of it. I know there's someone out there of our 29,000 subscribers who's seen or ridden this thing. So let me know what you think of it. Subscribe to the channel there if you haven't done so. Check out more vids there, and hopefully I'll see you guys on snow.